Hey there, my friend. How's your day going so far? Really, take a moment and think. How are you feeling right now? If today feels heavy, overwhelming, or even just a little frustrating, I want you to know I get it. Life isn't always smooth sailing, and sometimes the easiest response is to vent, complain, or dwell on what's wrong. But today, I want to invite you into a conversation about a powerful idea that could transform the way you face challenges. Let's talk about avoiding complaints, a simple, stoic practice that can create a ripple effect of peace and resilience in your daily life. Now, you might be wondering, why does this matter? Complaining feels natural, even justified sometimes, right? But here's the thing. When we complain, we're giving our energy to problems instead of solutions. Stoics, those ancient philosophers who lived centuries ago, but whose wisdom feels so modern, believed in focusing on what we can control: our thoughts, attitudes, and actions. Complaining only amplifies what's out of our control and keeps us stuck in negativity. The moment we stop, we open the door to clarity and strength. Imagine how much lighter and more empowered you'd feel if you could shift that habit. And trust me, it's easier than it sounds once you know how. Here's where it gets exciting. Today, I'm sharing 10 practical examples of how to bring this stoic mindset into your everyday life. These are more than just tips. They're real, actionable ways to stop complaints in their tracks and replace them with calm and focus. And here's a little spoiler for you. Conclusion is the one you don't want to miss. It's a rare gem of wisdom, one that's been a game changer for so many people, and it might just become the highlight of your day. So, stick around, because what you're about to hear could be the advice you didn't know you needed. Let's jump in. 1. Turning complaints into gratitude. Imagine this. You wake up on a Monday morning and it's pouring rain. The first thought that pops into your head might be, ugh, just my luck. I hate rainy days. It's so easy to fall into that habit, isn't it? But what if you paused for a moment and flipped the script? Instead of letting the rain ruin your mood, you could think, this rain is watering the trees, filling the rivers, and making everything grow. That small shift in perspective changes everything. This is what the Stoics were all about, choosing how you respond instead of reacting automatically. Complaints often blind us to the bigger picture, but gratitude opens our eyes to what's good. Sure, rain might make the day gloomy, but it's also a gift to nature and a reminder of life's cycles. You might even start to notice the cozy sound of raindrops on your window, or the way everything looks fresh and green afterward. By practicing gratitude in moments like these, you break free from the trap of negativity. It's not about pretending to love every inconvenience. It's about choosing not to let it steal your peace. Next time you feel a complaint bubbling up, try this. Stop, take a breath, and ask yourself, what's one good thing about this situation? You'll be amazed at how quickly your mindset can change. 2. Complaints don't fix problems. Picture this. You're stuck in traffic after a long day. The cars aren't moving, your phone's about to die, and you're running late. It's tempting to grumble, maybe even shout at the steering wheel. But here's a question. Does complaining make the traffic move faster? Of course not. All it does is make you feel worse and more frustrated. Now imagine this. Instead of letting the traffic ruin your mood, you accept it for what it is, something completely out of your control. You take a deep breath, turn on some calming music, or just sit quietly and let your mind wander. Suddenly, the traffic doesn't feel like such a big deal anymore. The situation hasn't changed, but your response has, and that makes all the difference. This is where Stoic wisdom shines. Complaining is like pouring fuel on a fire. it intensifies the discomfort without solving the problem. But by choosing calm acceptance, you conserve your energy and protect your peace. The next time you're in a tough situation, ask yourself, is this worth my frustration? Chances are it's not. And when you let go of the urge to complain, you'll find a surprising sense of freedom waiting on the other side. 3. The workload that feels overwhelming. Let's say you're at work, and your boss hands you another task to finish by the end of the day. Your to-do list is already packed, and you can feel the frustration rising. The first thought might be, this is so unfair. I can't handle all this. Complaining feels natural in moments like these, but let's pause for a second. What does complaining really do? It doesn't make the task go away, and it certainly doesn't make you feel calmer. Now, imagine taking a Stoic approach instead. You stop for a moment, take a deep breath, and focus on the task itself. You tell yourself, I can't control how much work comes my way, but I can control how I tackle it, one step at a time. By shifting your energy from frustration to action, you start chipping away at the task, and before you know it, you're making progress. This mindset doesn't just help you get things done, it also builds resilience. Workloads may come and go, but learning to face them calmly without spiraling into complaints strengthens your ability to handle future challenges. The next time work piles up, try to see it as an opportunity to practice focus and patience. You'll find that the task feels less overwhelming and your day much more manageable. 4. The friend who's always late. Think about that one friend who's always running late. You plan to meet at 6 p.m. and by 6:20 they're still not there. You're standing around, checking your phone, and starting to feel annoyed. The urge to complain is strong. Why can't they ever be on time? This is so rude. But let's take a step back and consider what the Stoics would say. Instead of letting your frustration build, ask yourself, can I control this situation? The answer is no. You can't make your friend appear on time. What you can control is how you use this unexpected free time. Maybe you can enjoy a moment to relax, people watch, or even read something on your phone. Shifting your focus from what's wrong to what you can do makes the waiting less irritating. And here's the deeper truth. Sometimes people's habits aren't about you at all. Your friend might not mean to be late. They might just be bad at time management. Instead of complaining or holding on to resentment, practicing understanding and patience can strengthen your friendship. The next time this happens, remind yourself that your peace is worth more than a few minutes of frustration. 5. The delayed flight. Adventure picture. You're at the airport, excited for a long-awaited vacation, but just as you're about to board, an announcement comes over the intercom. Your flight has been delayed by 3 hours. You look around, and people are already groaning, rolling their eyes, and complaining to the staff. It's frustrating, no doubt, and the urge to join in is strong. But what if you took a different approach? Imagine treating this delay as a surprise opportunity. Instead of pacing and fuming, you think, what can I do with this extra time? Maybe you find a quiet corner to dive into that book you've been meaning to read. Or you treat yourself to a nice coffee and explore the airport shops. You could even use the time to reflect or jot down some thoughts in a journal. Suddenly the delay feels less like a punishment and more like a pause button on your busy life. This is the power of Stoic thinking, turning setbacks into moments of calm and creativity. Complaining won't get you in the air any faster, but choosing to make the best of the situation keeps your mood light and your trip off to a good start. Next time life throws you a curveball like this, ask yourself, How can I make this time valuable instead of wasting it on complaints? 6. The unfair game call. Here's a fun one. Imagine you're playing a soccer match and it's getting intense. Your team is just 1 point away from winning, and then it happens. The referee makes a terrible call against your team. Everyone's yelling, throwing up their arms and complaining loudly about how unfair it is. You feel the anger bubbling up, and it's tempting to join the chorus. But wait, what if you approached it like a Stoic? Instead of letting the bad call ruin your game, you take a deep breath and refocus. You think, I can't change the call, but I can still control how I play from here. You rally your team, channel that energy into playing harder, and keep your head in the game. Maybe the bad call cost a point, but your calm determination inspires your teammates to keep pushing, and who knows, you might just turn it around and win. The lesson here is simple. Complaining about unfairness doesn't fix it, but staying focused and composed gives you a chance to overcome it. Life, like sports, isn't always fair, but how you respond can make or break the outcome. The next time you face an unfair call in a game or in life, remember, your strength lies in how you handle it, not how much you complain. 7. The never-ending chores. Picture this. You've just finished cleaning the house and it looks spotless. Then, within an hour, someone spills a drink on the floor, the kids leave toys everywhere, and the laundry pile seems to have doubled. Frustration bubbles up, and you're tempted to say, why am I the only one who cares about keeping this house clean? Complaining might feel justified, but will it really fix anything? Instead of letting the mess ruin your mood, take a stoic pause. Remind yourself, I can't control how others behave, but I can control my response. Maybe you take a moment to calmly explain to your family how they can pitch in. Or you use this as an opportunity to practice patience and acceptance, knowing that a lived-in home will never stay perfect for long. By choosing calm over complaints, you create a better atmosphere for everyone. Complaining often leads to arguments or guilt trips, but a stoic approach opens the door to teamwork and understanding. The next time you face household chaos, remember, it's not about the mess, it's about how you handle it. 8. The family dinner drama. Imagine this. You're hosting a family dinner, and everyone's gathered around the table. But instead of the warm, happy scene you pictured, a heated argument breaks out over something trivial. Someone criticizes the food, another brings up an old grudge, and suddenly the mood feels tense. It's easy to think, why do family gatherings always turn into this, and let frustration take over? But here's a different way to see it. Take a step back and remember that families are imperfect by nature. Instead of complaining or jumping into the drama, channel your inner stoic and think, how can I bring calm to this situation? Maybe you redirect the conversation with humor or gratitude, saying something like, let's not let a little disagreement ruin this meal. I'm just happy we're all here together. By refusing to let complaints fuel the fire, you set the tone for a more peaceful gathering. Stoic wisdom reminds us that we can't control others' words or actions, but we can control how we respond. The next time family tensions rise, try to be the calm anchor that steadies the storm. You might be surprised at how quickly the mood shifts for the better. 9. The long grocery line picture. You're at the grocery store after a long day, and the line at the checkout is moving at a snail's pace. The person in front of you is fumbling with their coupons, and the cashier seems like they're in no rush. Frustration starts to creep in, and you think, why does this always happen when I'm in a hurry? Complaining feels like the natural response, but will it make the line move faster? Now, imagine using this moment as an opportunity for patience. Instead of focusing on the weight, you take a deep breath and notice your surroundings. Maybe you appreciate how well the store is stocked, or you take a moment to plan your next task for the day. You might even smile at the cashier when it's your turn. It could brighten their day and yours. Everyday inconveniences like this are perfect chances to practice Stoic calm. The Stoics believe that how you handle small irritations reflects your overall mindset. By refusing to let a grocery line ruin your mood, you reclaim your peace and make the best of a situation you can't control. 10. The unexpected rainstorm. Imagine this. You're walking to an important meeting or heading home after a long day, and suddenly the skies open up. You don't have an umbrella, and within minutes, you're soaked. The first instinct might be to mutter, "Why now? This is just my luck." But does complaining stop the rain or dry your clothes? Now, let's try a different approach. Instead of focusing on the inconvenience, think, "This is just weather. It's not personal." Maybe you laugh at the situation, knowing it's a story to tell later. Perhaps you even enjoy the refreshing feeling of the rain or the sound of it hitting the ground. You can't stop the rain, but you can control how you respond to it. Life is full of unexpected storms, literal and metaphorical. Complaining doesn't change them, but a Stoic mindset lets you face them with grace. The next time the rain catches you off guard, use it as a reminder that you're stronger than any temporary discomfort. And hey, it might even be a moment to reconnect with the childlike joy of splashing in puddles. Conclusion: embrace calm over complaints. In the end, life will always throw us challenges, big and small. From the spilled coffee in the morning to the more serious struggles we face, the urge to complain can feel natural, even automatic. But what Stoic philosophy teaches us is that complaining doesn't solve the problem, it only amplifies it. By choosing calm acceptance over frustration, we reclaim our energy and focus on what truly matters. The things we can control, like our thoughts, attitudes, and actions. When you stop complaining, you open the door to a different way of living, a life with more peace, patience, and gratitude. It's not about ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is perfect. Instead, it's about choosing to respond with strength and clarity, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. As we've explored through these examples, the wisdom of Stoic thinkers is not just ancient philosophy, it's practical advice that fits seamlessly into our modern lives. So, the next time you catch yourself on the verge of complaining, take a deep breath and ask, "What can I do differently here?" Whether it's finding humor in a tough situation, practicing gratitude, or simply letting go of what you can't change. Every moment is a chance to strengthen your inner calm. And remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about progress. One step at a time, you can cultivate a mindset that not only transforms how you see the world, but also how you move through it. You've got this. I truly hope you've enjoyed today's discussion on Stoic philosophy and how it can bring more calm and clarity to your daily life. Stoicism isn't just an ancient philosophy, it's a timeless guide for handling life's challenges with grace and strength. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quote reminds us that our peace and resilience come from within, not from the things we can't control. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch and engage with this video. It means a lot to me, and I'm grateful we could share this space together. If you found value in today's insights, please give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing. There's more to come. I'm dedicated to creating content that helps you grow, and together we can support each other on this journey. Stay tuned for future videos where we'll dive deeper into Stoic wisdom and other life topics. Let's continue learning and growing together. And feel free to share any thoughts or questions you have in the comments below. Your feedback is always welcome, and I truly appreciate your support. Thanks again, and see you next time.